Hey guys, it's Mike with Narxoleptic Customs, coming today to talk about our final episode of Project Nameless, the 2000 Mustang GT we built for Jay Houck. It was the reason Project Nameless came about was because he doesn't like project names and I do, so I kind of played on that a little bit, and we started with that direction. And towards the end he said, hey, you can name it, and we never could come up with a good name. It was going to be Gray, and just couldn't get anything going that would make sense. So anyways, if you haven't watched the other videos, it was a 2000 Mustang GT premium car, had a 96 GT 4.6 and automatic in it. It was originally a stick car, and they couldn't make the two systems work together. So it basically sat for 2 or 3 years, and then Jay ended up with it. We had plans. He bought an L33. He won a 80 millimeter turbo from Get Boosted, the Facebook page that does raffles, and it's a VS Racing 80 millimeter billet. So it was going to be an awesome car with the L33 cam. We had a turbo 400 for it, things like that. I'll explain later. So anyways, we did a full Team Z, I can't remember what the suspension package was called, but it was Ford drag racing, had a tubular LS K member in the front, coilovers, caster camber plates, basically with everything like that. It's a rear, upper, and lower arms. It came with a I can't remember what it's called, but the bracket that replaces the sway bar, that's way stronger. It came with that. So we put all of that in 12 episodes. It left here for paint. While it was waiting at the paint shop to move into its spot, Jay found a bagged and body dropped 97 or 99 two-door Tahoe. So that's really more of his style. That is Jay's always been, he was a mini truck guy for a while, but full size is really right up his alley. So he's gathered parts for a while, so he's going to build that truck. It's actually at paint right now. And then once it gets back, it runs and drives, but we've been back and forth on adding an LS, not adding, but replacing the Vortec 350 with an LS. So we're talking about that, and that'd be kind of cool to have that truck in here. He did sell Project Nameless to a guy in Paris, Texas. So we're looking forward to seeing it maybe at some events in the upcoming year. That guy supposedly had everything just about ready as far as parts-wise, so he was going to be able to start throwing the car together. So that'll be exciting. So we don't know if he'll leave it the same or what the plan is, but be on the lookout for a 2000 GT. It has Cobra front bumper, Cobra side skirts, Cobra rear bumper, and it'll have a 4-inch cowl hood. So the guy's plan is basically to do exactly what Jay was going to do, turbo LS in that car. So it worked out well. The engine and trans sat in the floor here for a good while. I tried selling it on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Nobody really showed interest in it. So I started a YouTube series on dismantling the engine. So you can find that in the playlists for Project Nameless. I think I have it in there. If not, I'll add that today. So, but basically we pulled the trans and sold it to a buddy of ours that competes in the Arkansas Gambler 500. And it went in the back of a it went in place for the 94 Lincoln limo that he drives. I think it's on 31s. It's ridiculous. So they took it on the Gambler last year. They're taking it again this year. So he needed a better trans. That one started slipping. This one came right out of that car, right into the limo, and it worked flawlessly. Sold it for $100, so way too cheap. But we had never seen the car run. I'd heard it start a couple times on starting fluid. I couldn't get the fuel pump to pump fuel up. So we got all that going. So he took the trans, sold it for $100, and then a guy that we know is building a 96 GT that is going to autocross that car. So it's fully gutted, full suspension, cage, all that kind of stuff. So he bought the heads and intake, throttle body, all that kind of stuff. So he bought all that, leaving me with the short block. So I've decided I'm going to pull the short block apart and use it for trophies for the 2018 car season. We're going to help a couple, we're going to support, not help, we're going to support a couple different racing events at Mocan and Joplin. And then we're going to do a couple car shows here in Northwest Arkansas to kind of help draw a little bit more attention to the circuit. Charity with Horsepower, it's another, it's a charity organization we run. And so anyways, all that, we're going to take all that work and donate trophies for those events, in turn hopefully growing our shootout, the streetcar shootout, which will be our 6th year for that. We do it at Mocan this year. 2018 is September 29th is our date for it. It's a Saturday. So we really look forward to that. We've had 120 plus racers the last 2 years, 450 people in attendance. So it's really a fun day. It's a lot of fun runs. There's not a lot of elimination, heads up, things like that, except for this year we are going to increase that a little bit and add some classes. But anyways, whole reason I'm sitting here is because this is the pile of parts that I've accumulated from the Mustang. So my plan is to kind of keep adding to these parts once I get the storage shed cleaned out, and then I can take and move all this stuff out there and open up this whole area. I need to buy or build a small trash trailer basically so I can put all this stuff in it. But that'll come later once I don't have 2 projects in the shop and going from there. So if you want to keep up with what we're doing in the shop for Project Stanley, I've got a Land Cruiser in here right now. We've got 2 more projects rolling right in behind it. So if you want to keep up with what's going on in the shop, you can find us on Facebook at Narxoleptic Customs. We post a lot of pictures there. A lot of our videos are done here on YouTube. So subscribe to the channel in one of the corners. I'm sure it's here somewhere. And keep up. We appreciate you watching, and we appreciate the like. Thanks.